in this update I've got 2 cinema tickets, 1 rental tape, 3 DVDs and 1 Blu-ray. So let's get started. The first one is a cinema ticket that my mum got on the 27th of September. It's Bridget Jones's Baby, and it was at 7 p.m. in screen 8, row K and seat 6. And the next cinema ticket is one that I went to see, Deepwater Horizon. I found this to be a good film. It stars Mark Wahlberg, Kurt Russell, and it also stars Kate Hudson, who also starred in the film Mother's Day, which I saw back in June. I saw it on the 30th of September at the I went to 6:20 p.m. screening. I was in screen 9, the D-box screen. I was in row L and seat 2, so I wasn't in a D-box seat. And to stay updated with the films I saw this year, I'm going to show you them once again. The films I saw this year include Daddy's Home, Deadpool, Zoolander 2, Grimsby, Alvin and the Chipmunks, The Road Chip, Captain America Civil War, Robinson Crusoe, The Jungle Book, A Hologram for the King, X-Men Apocalypse, Mother's Day, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, Gods of Egypt, Independence Day Resurgence, The Legend of Tarzan, absolutely fabulous, the movie, Now You See Me 2, Ghostbusters, Star Trek Beyond, Finding Dory, Suicide Squad, The BFG, Swallows and Amazons, Sausage Party, 9 Lives, Ben-Hur, The Magnificent Seven, Bridget Jones's Baby, and Deepwater Horizon. Anyway, now onto the Blu-ray, which is Haywire with Gina Carano, Michael Fassbender, Ewan McGregor, Bill Paxton, Channing Tatum with Antonio Banderas and Michael Douglas. From the director of Ocean's 11. The best thriller since Born, according to Daily Mirror. They gave her no choice. This is on Momentum and Relativity Media. Front, spine, back. It's got the slip cover, which I need to take it off for a bit. Take it off a bit. And there's the disc itself. Anyway, let's get back on with what I was doing. So there's the disc itself. It's from Momentum Pictures, Alliance Films and Relativity Media. It's rated 15 in both countries. And it's got an advert inside here for War of the Dead, The Divide and The Squad, which are all horror movies. And it's got the links to Momentum Pictures website, their YouTube page, their Twitter page, and their Facebook page. And now onto the the rental tape, which is one that I ordered on eBay, Courage on Fire, with Denzel Washington and Meg Ryan on Fox. And it's distributed by Fox Guild Home Entertainment. And it also comes in a Fox Guild embossed case. And there's the tape itself. It has Blockbuster stickers all around the tape. One there, one there, one there, and one there. So pretty much this originally came from Blockbuster. And to put it near light so I can show you the hologram. It's got a hologram there and an end label with the content advisory on it, which you got on most Fox tapes from that time, which a lot of 20th Century Fox tapes had at that time, as I've mentioned in the past. And now to the DVDs. This one is 8 Mile. Every Moment is Another Chance. I got this film on video last year. It's a Universal release from 2003. It's also a film from Imagine Entertainment, and it was distributed by United International Pictures, just like most other Universal films from that time period. And there's the disc itself. It's released by Universal. It's got the 1997 logo there. I really need to get another release with the 2013 logo on it, a genuine one, because the last release I got one with that 2013 Universal logo on it was Jurassic World, and I got that at Christmas. But definitely, I'm going to end up buying another release with that logo this year. Serious. I seriously am. And this next one is a new release, Robinson Crusoe, from the creators of The House of Magic and A Turtle's Tale, Sammy's Adventures, known to you and me as N-Wave Pictures. It's a Studio Canal release from 2016. This is a new release. I've got the cinema ticket for this. Just like A Hologram for the King, I actually saw this film at the cinema. And it's got links to Studio Canal's Facebook, Twitter and YouTube pages. And the film's rated PG. I pretty much enjoyed the film when I saw it at the cinema. And there's the disc itself. It's got the Studio Canal and N-Wave Pictures logo there. And it comes in a white case, which you'd possibly expect for this film. Quite frankly, you would. And the next DVD is the second film in the Not Disney collection. It's Fantastic Four, which I think was a rip-off of The Incredibles and also the Fantastic Four, which I know was owned by 20th Century Fox, but since it's produced by Marvel and Disney owns Marvel, it still might count. And it's apparently distributed by Signature Entertainment. That's the same label as A Warrior's Tale and The Colony. But this time it has the older logo, which was from around 2011 to very, very early 2015. This film is somewhat original in terms of the individual elements that make it a thing you can buy. This is only in comparison to the other films in the Not Disney collection, mind. It's still a pathetic excuse for entertainment.
But after all, a happy wife is a happy life.
It's like they had 400 different people all make one scene, and these 400 people had no contact with each other whatsoever, so when they smashed it together in the editing room, it's completely and utterly incoherent. In the very opening shot of the movie, they introduced 5 different characters. Yes, I'm counting the dog. A huge machine that makes everyone fly into the air into this portal thing. All of this while the kid is explaining what everyone's name is and just shoving a ton of exposition right in our face.
I know what you're thinking. Some sort of science fiction movie, right? That's me, Peter. Now listen up, because here's the strange part. This is not fiction. It's all real.
Now just imagine that one scene, but for an hour and 20 minutes, and you've got yourself Fantastic Four. The plot goes as follows. After the title card, the obvious villain of the movie is introduced. His running joke is that every time he starts laughing, a bug flies into his mouth and it makes him choke. I guess it's something that happens in every scene he's in. But for some reason, the president and his wife are oddly important to this film.
When we got married, you promised me I would be the new queen.
I meant it as a term of endearment. France has not had a queen since Marie Antoinette.
This is starting to give me a headache.
Imagine how Marie Antoinette must have felt at the end.
Well, I guess you just don't love me anymore now that you're so busy being the president.
Yeah, of course I do.
You may be wondering, why does everyone move so weird? Why does everyone sound so weird? What is happening? Why does it look like they're not actually saying what I'm hearing? Well, my friend, that's because the film was originally called The Illusionauts, or Los Illusionautas, which sounds a bit Spanish, so I'd probably assume that this film's been dubbed in English. Not that the film even gives you much time to focus on what's being said because the pacing is so fast. Then it continues to meander along. A bunch of lions chasing a hot air balloon. Then a giant octopus. Whatever. Then some scientists go along to see Christopher Lloyd.
I know precisely what happened. Someone has found the Imaginasium and used it to sabotage these stories.
Who's playing someone only known as the Professor. Man, I can tell you what, Lloyd had such an amazing year in 2012. Not only was he in this movie, but believe it or not, he also starred in such box office flops as Food Fight and The Oogie Loves in The Big Balloon Adventure. These were all in the same year. I really hope the paychecks were worth it, Mr. Lloyd. The film keeps on going with these aimless scenes until 16 minutes and 10 seconds into the movie, where we're finally introduced to our main character, or characters. The 4 kids. The main one is the tubby bookworm nerd who gets bullied at school. There's the tall one who loves video games and is also a nerd. There's another fat one called Profiterole who does a lot of farts and he has a dog named Houston. And last and least, there's the blonde girl who is really good at fighting, played by Buffy the Vampire Slayer. The plot summary on IMDb is 6 lines long. This is a children's movie. Why does it take 6 lines to explain the plot of your movie? Wait, and then when you actually read the plot summary, it's badly translated and it makes no sense. Unlikely events shake France. All the heroes of the famous Jules Verne lived, and without knowing it, a chaos and destruction. And all because of the new French president and the Minister of Culture conceived to make a novel by the great writer edits and confused everything. Save the situation can only team of 14 talented children are sent back in time to return all the stories on track and put the heroes of Jules Verne back to the pages of the books. I recognised a few references to Jules Verne books, like Around the World in 80 Days and 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. But yeah, Jules Verne wrote fiction. How can you send these kids back in time to fiction? Like the stories that didn't actually happen. And the only reason the dog is called Houston, so that when they're in space, they can say,
Houston, we have a problem.
That's incredibly funny. I'll give them that one. That was ingenious writing. Why are they in Tron suits? Why do their suits make the same noise as the doors from Dead Space? Why is that in this movie? And better yet, why did I recognise that more importantly? What is happening? Then they save the day in a scene that's nearly identical to The Incredibles, but instead of being a giant robot, it's a giant octopus. I think this film is a good one from the Not Disney collection, and that's all I had to say about Fantastic Four Horse. And I'll get the openings to all of these done as soon as possible, so stay tuned for more videos coming up soon.